The big business of baseball. A lot going on in the offseason, and it is all about growth. From streaming rights to betting on games to getting millennials back into America's favorite pastime. Joining me right now, the commissioner of Major League Baseball, Rob Manfred. Commissioner, it's great to see you.
Nice to see you,
Thank you so much for joining us. So where is the growth in baseball right now? This is not your father's baseball game anymore, is it?
Well, I think the growth for us over the last decade has really been two places, in our traditional media business and then in the digital area. We've been a leader in that space. At-Bat's the leading sports app out there, and it's been a great growth driver for us.
And the games on traditional broadcast television still bringing in the money. We know that. Strong ratings as well for the traditional baseball. But you're moving also into streaming. Tell us what you're doing.
Well, we were one of the first direct-to-consumer, over-the-top products offered to the consumer. We've been a leader in this space. The current opportunity relates to the existing cable model, the regional sports networks that are for sale. Obviously, they're a creature of the cable model, but our ownership of the digital rights presents a real opportunity for the industry.
It's a big opportunity. So tell us, have you seen any reaction from fans about this?
Well, I think our fans want to be able to consume the game on the platforms that they're naturally on. That's
Everywhere.
Why we have experimented with things. We had 30 games on Facebook last year. We have a relationship with Twitter. YouTube's been very active with respect to our product, and it's important for us to deliver games in the way that fans want to see them.
I'm glad you mentioned Facebook. How did that go with Facebook?
Well, I think the most interesting thing about Facebook is it gave us an audience that was dramatically different from our traditional broadcast audience. Mm-hmm. And obviously that encourages you to be more aggressive because you're not cannibalizing your traditional product. In fact, it's an additive opportunity. So we're very positive on the experiment.
Now, MLB is also emerging as a suitor for Fox regional sports networks. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we're interested in the regionals. In 12 markets, baseball on the regional sports network is the #1 programming throughout the summer. In 24 of 25 markets that we operate in, we're the #1 programming on cable. So these regional sport networks are really valuable assets, and we think that the combination of that traditional mode of delivery and the digital rights that we control is an opportunity for the game.
Amazon also reportedly interested in making a deal?
Amazon has been around the process. Exactly who's going to be in and who's going to be out remains to be seen.
So the last time we spoke, you were talking a little about technology and how you've inserted lots of tech into the game to get people in the seats in the stadium.
Right.
How's that gone? I mean, a lot of people have the goods to watch the game at home on their big screen TV, and they don't need to come to the stadium.
Well, I think baseball's fortunate. There's a huge differentiation between our in-park product and watching the game on TV. The social aspect of it is really important to a lot of our fans, and we've been very fortunate in terms of our ability to continue to get people to go to the stadium. But I think in order to continue that trend, it's important that we deliver to fans opportunities in the stadium, and the best way to do that's by technology. Great example is our Ballpark app. It gives fans the opportunity to look while they're in the stadium and find entertainment alternatives in the stadium while they're there.
I love it. I love it. All right, let's talk about sports betting, because you recently announced a gaming partnership with MGM Resorts. Tell us about that. Where does the gambling model for baseball go at this point?
Well, I think it's important to pick the right partners, and MGM certainly fit that bill. We wanted a partner that we could proceed slowly with, that we can make sure that we always protect the integrity of the game. For us right now, we see it as a sponsorship, fan engagement opportunity. Fans are always looking for ways to get a deeper involvement with the game, and sports betting is one of those avenues.
I mean, we know people are betting. Why not do it on a legal platform?
Well, I think all of the commissioners of the major sports, to a greater or lesser extent, have recognized that sports betting's going on, and we're better off having it legal than we are illegal.
Exactly. So let's talk about the game in general, because it's slower than other sports games, and that has some people thinking, well, that's for my father, for my grandfather. How do you get the millennials engaged, young people engaged into the game?
Well, I think I can mention 4 things. Number one is technology. We've talked about that already. Nothing millennials like better than technology, and our technology has been a leader for more than a decade. Secondly, our clubs have done a phenomenal job about redesigning stadiums, having what they refer to as millennial areas. They're more like bars, flexible seating arrangements, flexible ticketing arrangements. You buy a pass for the month. You can go whenever you want. Maybe you don't stay the whole game, but you're there. You're in the ballpark. And then I think there's ancillary items like food. We started a new program last year, the MLB Food Fest. Had tremendous interest here in New York, and it featured the ballpark food that a lot of our fans love, and we know millennials and food go together.
Yeah.
So those are just 3 examples of things we're trying to do.
What should we expect for ticket prices?
Look, our ticket prices, I think, have grown at a very, very modest rate. We remain the best buy in sports in terms of the opportunity to attend a game live. And from a pricing perspective, our theory always has been that we need to be a family-friendly priced product.
Yeah, because this is a family outing.
It is indeed. I mean, and we think that's an important part of how the game gets passed on to the next generation. I think a lot of us, I certainly do, have memories of my parents taking me, and it started my love of the game. And we think that fundamental family activity is still really important for us.
So we're in the off season. We've already seen some big trades. Tell us about that. Robinson Cano going to the Mets. Do you expect more blockbuster trades like that? Deals this off season?
I do expect that the activity will continue to be high through the off season. Our calendar's moved a little bit. It used to be by the time you get to the holiday break that a lot of the activity was done. In more recent years, we've seen that activity continue into January and February, and I think that's good for the sport. You know, it generates interest during the off season.
What about the big prizes in this year's free agent class? I mean, Bryce Harper, obviously. How much money is it going to take to land some of these guys?
Well, look, you know, you'll appreciate this. The market will determine how much money it takes.
These are record-breaking deals, right?
Right, yeah. Look, they're 2 great players that entered free agency at a relatively young age, and I think they're going to be appealing to clubs. I'm sure there'll be a lot of activity for both of them. Now,
what are you expecting in terms of the year ahead? Give us your expectations.
Well, I think we're looking forward to another great year. One of the great things about baseball in sort of our modern incarnation is the competitive balance that we have. I think last year some of the surprise stories from clubs that people didn't think were going to be competitive, clubs like Tampa, I think make for real excitement for us. Tampa, Oakland, Pittsburgh, we're all in that category.
You're right, yeah.
So we're hoping that we have those surprises that continue to drive fan interest.
Great. Commissioner, it's great to see you.
It's great to see you.
Thank you so much. Commissioner Rob Manfred there.